go on holiday once looking like a dude who sells overpriced Nirvana t-shirts and you missed the whole AI revolution. Bruh. Since learning about all of these incredible large language models and generative AIs, I've noticed a bit too much mentioning of the names OpenAI and Microsoft for my personal liking. Isn't there a less evil corporation type alternative around? Less marketing bullshit? Less branding? For a company called OpenAI, they do share their fair number of AIs with the community. That number being 0. Large language models are trained with data from the internet, produced by billions of users. Solely for that reason alone, AI should belong to the people. After all, they made it possible. In spirit of that, I want to bring some FLOSS, free Libre open source software, into the spotlight.
To get started, I'd recommend getting a Hugging Face account. Hugging Face is a platform for sharing and inferencing machine learning models. You need to use this on some of the tools in the following list and to generate an API key in case that a model outside the website itself needs it. You can obtain such a key by going to your Hugging Face account, settings, access tokens. Also, I recommend you get Python and Git, but I assume you already have those installed. Looking for a ChatGPT alternative? GPT4All is an open source, local and free chatbot based on Llama by Meta. That in and of itself is a bit sus, but if it's open source, then who am I to complain? Head to the repo, clone it and download the model checkpoint. This contains all the weights for this model, so it might take some time. This is several gigabytes. As soon as you've downloaded that, put it in the chat folder and run the following command in your terminal. Now you can chat with your chatbot inside of the terminal. If you're not happy with that, there's another alternative. Introducing Vicuna/FastChat, also based on Llama but fine-tuned to achieve a 90% quality rating from GPT-4. For that you can visit chat.lmsys.org for a web-based application. Here you can see it explaining why FLOSS is so much better than proprietary software. You can even install it locally with pip3 install FastChat. The launch instructions are inside of the repo. Most of you already know StableDiffusion, a well-known open source text-to-image tool from Diffusion Labs. You can run that within a Google Colab notebook or from a local Jupyter server, but only if you have an NVIDIA GPU. And these 11 lines of code are literally all it takes to run this. I will prompt it with the best website known to humanity, and oh boy did it deliver. Bruh. Modelscope Text-to-Video is a, well, text-to-video tool. You can run it directly within the Hugging Face web interface or in the Colab notebook. I'll prompt it with a can of soup flying through space, Andy Warhol style. As you can see, it kind of skipped the whole space part, but at least the Andy Warhol is definitely there. Uberduck is a text-to-voice tool for your favorite voices. Create an account, select a universe, select a voice, and type your text. You will now hear a message from Family Man and Father of the Year award winner Walter White.
Stop being a corporate bitch and go floss.
On the topic of sound creation, check out Riffusion, a browser-based text-to-music tool. Prompt it with anything you like and you'll receive an absolute banger based on your choices. Since I want to stay hip and young, I will ask this tool for some good tunes that the kids like these days. While you're listening to some quality music, you can also try Segment Anything by Meta, in short SAM. This is a context understanding rotoscoping tool. If you know what rotoscoping is, then you're already cheering for this. Gone are the days of manual or color-based rotoscoping. This tool understands context and layers, and you can select single components in your image and open them as different images on external tabs. This makes image manipulation so much easier.
If you're just interested in free AI tools, then you can skip this part. You might ask yourself, why should I use these lesser, weird-looking tools if I have ChatGPT and Microsoft Copilot on my side? Let's gain some distance and explore that question.
That might be enough distance. You and me are probably not all too mighty or influential, otherwise you wouldn't spend time watching this video. You and others fill the internet with content. Your comments, your search histories, your forum posts, images, and so on and so on. This data, mind you, without your consent, has been used to train these large language models. Without millions or even billions of internet users, you included, they wouldn't exist.
by pouring more and more money into one singular company, they will be able to monopolize on that technology, moderating its abilities to their wish and create their version of a reality. It's most likely that they will obey the highest bidder, amplifying their incentives and muting others. Essentially, this will create a pay-to-win system for any form of AI applications, including politics, market trends, advertising, and even journalism. By now you might realize that the highest bidder does not essentially wish for the highest degree of truth or equality. Do you see where this is going? Meaning that he who is on top of the AI industry controls information flow. In an age where human-created works and AI content become more and more indistinguishable from one another. The only way this can be avoided is by distributing these systems, creating alternatives and options for a healthy AI ecosystem. You know, these models can still have their paid services for companies, for ease of use, but at the core, the architectures and the model weights need to be opened up to the public, so we know what we are dealing with and can, in case of bullshit detected, create our own versions of it. Each person partaking in the usage or development of FLOSS models kind of hinders companies from achieving a monopoly just a little bit and helps open models to grow. And if that means that I get top-notch AI tools a week or two later than the people who pay for it, while helping an actual OpenAI platform to bring out the best in everyone for everyone, then I'll gladly wait for them. Choose your side. Okay, now you had to sit through this. Now here's a treat for you. I've got 2 more AI tools, which aren't FLOSS, but they are at least free.
Check out Blockade Labs, a text to 3D landscape texture tool. Type in a prompt and find a world even better than you could think of. Select a style, hit generate, and be prepared for your RAM being eaten by your browser. As you can see, the soup got a slight refurbishment along the way. You can also download this 360 degrees image and use it for concept backgrounds in your games or animations. If you're not happy with these images, try Latent Labs, an image-to-image reimagination tool. Describe a style, select an image and upload that. I will select my YouTube avatar, by the way also generated by StableDiffusion, to get a more cinematic look. Not quite what I asked for, but still really cool.
To summarize,
Stop being a corporate bitch and go floss.
the biggest help in this video was definitely futuretools.io, a search engine for current and future updates on AI tools. Check that out for yourself.